Good morning and happy Tuesday to you. It's a chilly one out there. It is Tuesday, February 4th, 2020. Today's lunch in the cafeteria will be pizza, and tomorrow for breakfast we'll have biscuits and gravy. The weather outside is cold. The current temperature is 15 degrees, but it feels like it's only 8 degrees. Remember, kids, we go outside anytime the temperature or wind chill is above 0. Make sure to always dress appropriately and bring your coat, hat, gloves, mittens, snow boots, snow pants, whatever you might need to stay warm. There is a slight percentage of snow today, around 20% throughout the day. At lunchtime, expect your temperatures to be right around 20 degrees. Definitely weather where we need to have coats. Make sure you're bringing more than just a sweatshirt because you'll need it on days like this. All right, with all of the cold and all of the sickness going around, it is extra important that we take precautions and wash our hands. Wash with soap and water about the length of time that it takes you to say your ABCs. The other thing we need to make sure we're doing is coughing and sneezing into our elbow, not our hands. Because if we cough and sneeze into our hands, shake someone's hand, touch a pencil, touch the doorknob, all we're doing is spreading those germs. Make sure that you sanitize regularly as well. We can do a lot to prevent some of the sickness that's going around. All right, today we have several people out of the building. We are lucky that in first grade, Mrs. Callahan is joining us again. Welcome, Mrs. Callahan. Mrs. Weimer is gone today, and unfortunately, there is not a sub for her. So if you see Mrs. Weimer, you will not have class today. Also, Mrs. Steiner is gone. This may cause problems when she would normally come into the classroom. If you or your students need some help, please send them to Mrs. Carlson's room, and they'll do the best that they can to meet those needs. Mrs. Stone is gone, and she is not going to have a sub today either. So we'll all help out as much as we can to cover Mrs. Stone's duties. Kristen is here right now, and she's going to stay to get some things done. Then she needs to leave, and she'll come back for about an hour this afternoon. But it is extremely important to recognize that the office is very short-handed today. We will do the best we can to answer your calls and your needs as quickly as possible, but please know that there is no one to cover Kristen. Mrs. Schuler came in today. We're happy to have her back in the building. She will be subbing in music for Mrs. Stumpf. All right, this week we are focusing on the cafeteria. We want to have our ABCs of etiquette, our very best manners. It's important that when you are when you're eating lunch or breakfast in the cafeteria, you walk, you use your manners, and we want to make sure that we chew with our mouth closed. Don't talk while you have food in your mouth, and make sure that you are just kind and respectful everywhere you go. All right, it's Tuesday, and I have a piece of trivia for you. This one is really good, and hopefully, if we think really, really hard, we could will that sun to reach the earth today and warm us up a little bit. Did you know that the sun reaches the earth in around 8 minutes? That's how long it takes for the sunshine to get from the sun to the earth. So everybody think really hard. We want to warm up the earth with those sun's rays. I think that's all I have. I hope you have a terrific Tuesday.